I think a lot of people have the wrong kind of viewpoint on being wrong. I don't know why, but whenever it must be human nature or something. But when we see ourselves as wrong, it always seems to be that people think of it in a negative aspect. Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, this means that I've messed up or something. Like, I think being wrong has been given the wrong rap, if anything. We're wrong about being wrong. When anybody ever sees the definition of wrong or thinks about it, it's only viewed as that somebody has either put you in that position and that you're below them now, or that you've messed up in some sort of fashion, or I don't know. Maybe it's just throughout our lives we've been told that being wrong is wrong without actually being told it's wrong. It seems like it's more so something that our brains kind of just took on and accepted without actually understanding what being wrong means. It's something I've kind of thought a lot about more over the past few months since starting this YouTube channel even. It's something that kind of came to my brain and I kind of had to think about it for a second and be like, is being wrong actually a bad thing though? Look at it this way. If you're wrong, you're actually in the right. Because when you're wrong, you're given an opportunity to learn and grow from any mistakes you made before. If you've done something that's unquote wrong, your brain now understands that, okay, this is wrong. Next time I won't do that. So in the future, whatever it is that you did unquote wrong, or whatever mistake you might have made, it's going to be corrected in the future, and you're going to be able to give yourself an opportunity to work on yourself in that aspect. It's just, people always see being wrong not as an opportunity to learn and to grow. When you are presented with the opportunity to be wrong, it's a positive experience because, you know, you have an opportunity to be a better person. Now, let's give you an example here. Say, I don't know, you've been somebody that you don't want to be in a sense. And when I say this, it could be you have bad habits of sorts, and you're not exactly proud of these habits, but you still have them and you don't know how to get rid of them. And you're told they're wrong from somebody else. Knowing that something's wrong is one thing, but actually hearing it from somebody else is a whole different thing. Because it's kind of like, in a sense, a physical representation of it being presented in front of you. Somebody telling you you're wrong. And when you actually hear it for yourself, you understand, okay, whatever I'm doing right now, whatever this mistake might be in this scenario, whatever these habits you have that are bad, that are wrong, you know that they're wrong now. This representation of somebody telling you that you're wrong has just given you this light bulb in your head. This green light as to like, oh, okay, look at that. Someone's acknowledging to me that they see that my habits are wrong. Maybe it's a means of that I gotta do something. Let me give you another example. An example that comes from my life. And it's one that's come from my perspective of dating. Throughout a lot of my life, I've never really, had the greatest luck with girls, as, we've discussed on this channel several times. But, I guess the best way to put this is, a lot of opportunities that have come my way for me to understand that I'm wrong with how I'm approaching talking to girls and whatnot. I've never understood that I was wrong in that sense. And I guess that it was a means of me, it was something within that I needed to fix in order for me to be able to talk to someone else and be in a relationship of sorts with somebody. And that's a means of me understanding that there were certain times that I was taking things too personally that didn't really have that kind of weight to them. But I created that weight to them. And whenever I went to talk to somebody else, that weight would come along. And eventually, this kept on happening for so long, and this weight kept on getting heavier. And I didn't really understand it until, actually, it was a couple weeks before I started my YouTube channel, that I had this incident happen when I was talking to this girl, and I don't know, I think it was just the way I was approaching it and the way I don't know how to explain it, but just the way I was talking to her, I guess. I was kind of more in my head about what to say rather than being in the conversation and talking to her. And I think that affected the connection that I could have had with her. Because, I mean, we talked for like, I don't even know, 2 weeks, which is like the shortest I've ever talked to anybody before. And that right there, for someone to be interested and then lose interest so fast, and where this had happened, something similar on so many occasions, it didn't click with me in the moment, but eventually it came to me that I was like, I'm wrong. I was indirectly in this situation told that, I don't know how to exactly tell this, explain it out loud, but my approach and the way I was talking to girls was just wrong, I guess. I wasn't being personable. I wasn't present with them in the conversation. I was kind of just there and not really thinking about what I was saying, I guess. I don't know if any of you have had this problem as well, but it's like you when you get with this girl that you really want to talk to and you're hanging out with her, but you don't know what to say because you're so afraid of messing it up, and then once you get in your head and you think about messing it up, you do end up messing it up in the process. And I kept on doing this over and over and over again, and it kind of came to a point where I had to realize that, like, you can't be thinking about these kind of things. And it clicked to me eventually. But you can't be thinking about what to say. You just gotta live as you, essentially. I don't know how to tell you that, and I can't really tell you how to do that. How to live as who you are and be who you are when you're with somebody that you have interest in and want to have a connection with. You gotta be the most honest and 100% version of yourself. And if you're not doing that, then there's probably several things and several indicators that can tell you that you're wrong. And if you're getting those indicators, you need to tune into them. If you're getting signs that you're wrong, and you've gotten them on multiple occasions, then you need to take that opportunity and figure out what's wrong. Because once you figure it out, that's when you start to grow. That's when you start to learn. And you can really turn around. If there's something that you're unhappy with yourself about, you can give yourself the opportunity to turn that around and become the person that you really want to be. That's the beauty of being wrong right there. Is that it's literally feedback on what you can do to improve on yourself or improve on something you're doing. It is feedback live right in front of you that you can take as an opportunity to improve. And if you're not taking that opportunity to improve, you're doing yourself an injustice. You gotta want to grow, you gotta want to learn. And the only way you're ever gonna do that is by being wrong. Be wrong more. And when someone tells you you're wrong, be accepting of it. Don't be in denial of it. Don't try to push that onto somebody else. Stop trying to prove people right. Or, no, sorry, let me rephrase that. Stop trying to be right all the time. You don't need to be right. Being right is not important. There are so many other things in this world that are so much more important. And let me tell you, being wrong is one of them. You can't know the answers to everything. Because if you know the answers to everything, there's no opportunity for you to grow. This is my homework for you guys. It's not something that's always in your control. It's not something that really is in your control if you think about it. I guess for some things it is, but be wrong more. And when you are wrong, tune into that. If someone tells you you're wrong, listen. Don't argue with them. Don't be like, oh, well, this, and that, and give reasons to why you're not wrong. Be accepting. Listen, unless it's something absolutely stupid and ridiculous, it's always an opportunity for you to grow. So if someone is telling you you're wrong, or you find yourself in a scenario where you are wrong, listen. Because growth is essential. Take it as you will. But that's all I have for today. I'm going to try to... I know I've said it like 1,000,000 times already. But I'm going to try to make an effort to post more because I've been pretty bad with that. So, yeah. School's really taken my time away, but I'm going to be more frequent. I'm going to actually put in an effort now. I'm going to be a man of action. And get some more content out and flowing. Stay blessed.